to another episode of The Fuzzy Pod. I am your co-host, Megan.
And I'm Maddie.
And here on The Fuzzy Pod, we love to talk about all things nostalgia, the things that give us warm and fuzzy feelings. And today we are going to be discussing Webkinz. We spent so much babysitting money and our parents' money on these.
Is what my parents probably spent all of their hard-earned money on when we were children, probably the most.
Birthdays, you're sick, Christmas.
Just out and about, had to run errands with mom.
You were good at the doctor. You get a Webkinz.
You get a Webkinz. You get a Webkinz. You get a Webkinz.
And if you're like, hello, stop, hold up. What is a Webkinz?
We're going to tell you.
We're going to tell you all about it because this was a pivotal part of our childhood and a huge part of our love for video games.
Our gaming history, our gaming lore.
Yeah, Webkinz is included in our gaming lore.
We would not be the gamers we are today if it were not for Webkinz.
Oh my gosh, and I have some thoughts on the games because I played them again recently as an adult. I may have been logging a few hours.
Let's just say, well, first of all, I have beef with Webkinz because I was like one of the first people, not actually, but kind of.
Yeah, like you were one of the OGs on the platform.
Yes, like when I first got a Webkinz, I had no idea what it was. I was gifted to me by a friend, and she didn't even have any. Like, she didn't have one. But she was like, I just saw this, like, you know, when I was shopping with my mom at the store, you know. She probably didn't say all that because we were in second grade, but.
You know, running errands with my mother.
And I was like, what the heck is this? And yeah, that was way back when in 2005.
Dang.
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah, I think 2005 is when our Webkinz journey began, and it went
and that's
into
when Webkinz
2008
began.
That's the story. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the company, Maddie? I know you did some research.
I have my bone to pick real quick though.
Okay, go ahead.
So Megan has been able to access her original account. I, however, missed the deadline by like a week.
Crazy.
And they deleted my account. They were like, ooh, you haven't logged in a long time, so we actually can't recover your account anymore because we just deleted it. 50 pets! Or somewhere around there, maybe 40.
Yeah. So
gone.
Many pets. Dead.
So much history. They murdered my Webkinz.
They took them out back.
They murdered the animals. They said, take them out back. And you know what the rest is. They killed them.
They're dead now. That's what happens when you
died.
When you don't log into Webkinz.
Yeah, and I'm pissed.
No, that was such a bummer. Oh my gosh. That was almost 20 years ago. I need to sit down.
Stop it. No.
I can't breathe.
I'm going to vomit.
I can't breathe. My pets are so freaking old. So,
you know what? They should all be dead. Okay.
For our visual watchers, by the way, over on YouTube, we are holding a few Webkinz because we have held on to these. I have hoarded these.
You should be collector's items.
They are collectors to me. So with me, I have the black and white cat today. I have a little like pink pony, very cute, and the cheeky monkey, which I guess he's kind of cute. His face is cute.
His hair is just very unhinged.
His hair is, yeah.
He has one of the cool noses, though, where it's like pleather.
Yeah. The more I look at him, I'm like...
He's kind of cute.
He's pretty cute. He's pretty cute.
I'm holding a Cocker Spaniel.
She's got a lot.
And a koala.
That's a cute koala. That's a good stuffed animal.
He's very cute. Do you think he has chlamydia?
You know, most koalas do, so...
Yes, put him over here. Away from the other animals. Yeah, did I ever tell you I said that in a work meeting one time, like in a professional setting?
They were like, what's a fun fact you know? And you're like, 90% of koalas have chlamydia.
I don't even remember how it came up. I think someone was like talking about koalas and they're like, did you know that
chlamydia?
Please, goodbye. They're like, did you know koalas? And I was like, have chlamydia? And they were like, what?
And you were like, oh, no, that's what? What were you saying?
And I was like, what? Huh? No.
Huh? I didn't say that.
That's weird. You shouldn't have said that. This is a professional setting. This is corporate America. Okay. I'm holding this horse. What do you call these?
Yeah, it's a Clydesdale horse.
Clydesdale. I have a story for Clydesdales, but I'm not going to share. Okay.
I think I know which one you're talking about. We'll tell that another time.
And then the Google, which should be with the Clydesdale.
Please.
Just kidding.
Okay, so...
Cut that out, cut that out, cut that out.
No, you said it. It's being...
You cut stuff out that you said.
Okay. I can cut that out if you want, but it's funny.
This is the Google.
That's the Google. It's supposed to be a duck.
It's a duck. See?
It's a duck that
That's-
has a very phallic appearance.
It's a very phallic shape.
There's
And
no
if
way to
you
put
see the virtual version, it's even worse.
And there is a pink
And there's
one.
a pink one.
And
Just let that sit with you for a second.
a kid's game, by the way.
Moment of silence.
It's a duck.
This is not a duck.
It's a sack and a peen with a bill.
This is a testicular sack.
Our mom is so proud of us right now.
Like, look at that.
No,
why
it's
did she
wrong.
Why did she let us buy these? That's
Because
the real
when
question.
you look at it from this angle, he's a cute duck. Like when he's flat like this, he's
That
like
is
a
pretty
weird,
cute.
Yeah, it's a very cute,
but
weird
they
duck.
only ever show him like in pictures, like sitting.
Yes, whenever you're playing with him in the game, he mostly sits up like this.
And that's the real problem.
kind of curved a little too.
He's got to lean. Don't they all?
I'm crying. Oh,
All
by the
right.
way, we're talking about stuffed animals. I think I said that. But the cool thing about Webkinz, okay? We mentioned it's a video game, right? So you're like, why stuffed animals?
Okay, Megan. Well, Webkinz, as we mentioned 15 times by now, is a video game brand that was launched on April 15th, 2005. So you are correct. We are coming up on the
20.
mark.
20.
And what was so fun about the Webkinz experience is, yes, you had these cute little dolls, right? But they would each come with their own tag that had a code unique to them. And this connected you to a virtual world where you could bring your little Webkinz doll to life in a virtual world. And it was just such a unique experience to be able to not only have like a cute doll, because we all love stuffed animals,
Yeah.
but like also be able to like play with it in a virtual world.
Yeah. It kind of came at like the perfect time for us too, like our age, where we're starting to let go of maybe like playing with stuffed animals like we did
With
as
your
children.
imagination, yeah.
Yeah. But you could still have the joy of having a stuffed animal, but like having a more mature way.
It's a more mature,
more mature.
experience.
As a 12-year-old that I was, you know, the 11-year-old, 12-year-old I was, I could have
She
a
was always
mature
10.
video game
I'm just kidding.
experience. Oh, I was 10. Like every story, I'm like, I was 10.
So Carl Borst was the creative director of Webkinz, and he came up with the idea to link the plush toy line with the online site that eventually became a virtual world. So I feel like in the beginning, he wasn't necessarily like, oh, it's going to be this whole virtual experience that it is now, but was like, how can we connect the internet and
These stuffed
these
animals.
stuffed animals?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. And what was nice about it too is there wasn't like, at least back then, now there is, but you didn't have to like pay real world money outside of paying for the doll.
Yeah. You just buy the doll, and then they give you access to everything in the game.
Yeah.
Now
it's
it's a little different. They had more paywalls, okay?
Which we don't love, but
Deluxe
whatever.
memberships.
Yeah, what is this deluxe membership?
Me clicking on something. Ooh, I want to buy that for my pet. Oh,
Literally,
it's
you need
deluxe. And then
deluxe.
I'm like, I'm not paying for deluxe because I'm 30. But also, you could argue, I'm 30.
So
I
you
can buy the
could
deluxe.
pay the deluxe. You don't have to ask for your parents' permission
No.
anymore.
Yeah. So maybe there's another way of looking at this.
Yeah.
And
How much is the deluxe?
It's way too much. Okay.
How much is it? Do you know?
Well, you could also buy like real like coins in the game using
Please
real
stop.
money.
No, stop.
And
I was
I'm
already
like-
looking at it. I can't. Okay.
And it was like $30 for like
No.
some coins, and I'm like, I'm sorry, that's where I draw the line.
I need that real coin, you know, in
Yeah.
my real life.
Yeah. I'm gonna just keep that in my real bank and not in my Webkinz bank.
Oh my gosh. So when the game first launched, it had just the arcade, the W shop, and the pets rooms that you could customize. So they really didn't have a whole lot going on. And even the arcade only had like a couple of games. Now it's a little bit more
Stacked.
going on. So, but throughout the years, they decided to add more places to go.
Yes.
In 2015, they launched Webkinz X, but it had many problems. And I guess they were trying to revamp it, but they tried to combine like old code with new code. So then they started having all these issues where people's like things were disappearing.
Oh my gosh. And some of those are rare items.
No,
okay.
sometimes you get rare items. That's very true. I forgot about the rare items. And like characters were kind of like moving in disjointed manners and scaring the children.
Their heads just like come off their body.
Yeah.
From their little like horse.
And then in 2018, when Adobe announced that they were no longer going to support Flash Player, which by the way, I feel like that was going on for like a decade that they kept saying, we're no longer going to do it.
We're going to get rid of it. And we're like,
yeah, whatever. Do you remember Cool Math Games?
That sounds very familiar.
They were Flash player supported as well.
R.I.P. to all the Flash games.
But anyways, Webkinz did not die with with this change. They ended up pivoting and they worked with Adobe and made a downloadable version. So they just made an app that you could download onto your computer so that you could still play Webkinz.
Which I do have. And it's like literally the file is so small you can I have it on like my laptop.
You guys, okay, not that anyone cares except for me and Megan, but like if you are curious and you did play Webkinz when you were a kid and you're like me and you lost your account, tears, you can actually start an account for free with a free virtual pet.
Yes. You don't have to buy
You don't have to go buy one. Anyways.
So maybe a free weekend fun for some nostalgia for you.
Yeah, if you're looking for some warm fuzzies. So in 2019, they actually stopped production of the Webkinz plushies. But what was funny to me is they brought them back in 2020. So I don't really know what that was all about.
A lot of companies do that. They're like, bye forever. JK, we've revamped and we're worse now.
And it's ugly now. But anyways, they're still going strong today.
We love that for them. Except for the dolls did get a redesign. The stuffed animals did,
I mean. The dolls? Or yeah,
they're not dolls.
The plushies?
The animals plushies, yeah.
The plushies look like rip-off version of Beanie Boos, the Thai dolls.
Yes.
Disgusting.
They're like, knockoff Shein version
They
of
have
them.
like those kind of like the big eyes with like the glitter in them and the bobbly heads.
That's what I liked about Webkinz, that they have like their own unique style, especially some of the OGs with like the wiry hair like this, you know?
Also, it's just like these look like the animals that they're supposed to be.
Yeah, because
you know
when you
what I
download
mean?
it, like it's not like it's a bobblehead, or is it? I
don't know. That'd be a good question.
Maybe they've done like a full redesign because there's 2 different versions of the game now. And I play the Webkinz Classic.
Yeah.
And that's how you still have access to your old account. But they have like a new revamp that is definitely for the new generation, younger audience. Like truly,
He's got poop in his fur.
Oh my gosh, what is that? He's got like chocolate or something on him.
He's trying to kill himself.
These pets have been through life. Like, sorry. He's like, I'm 21 years old.
He's like, kill me.
Excuse me. I need you to kill me. He actually looks very good for his age.
No, they look so good for their age. That's insane. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, what was I talking about?
The new version. It's supposed to be geared towards like a new generation.
People. And then I'm playing Webkinz Classic again, okay? And speaking of the arcade, we're going to get more into the arcade because we got to talk about our favorite games. But if you get the top score of the day, your pet is featured on top of like the game, okay? Like it's like shows your high score and a picture of your pet and the name. And that has been a goal of mine since I was a child. But listen, I've been on this journey the last week and a half trying to get a high score. And I just hit a wall on so many of these games. And I'm like, no, there's no way.
It's fake.
It has to be. But also the other thought I had, speaking of kids versus adults, Webkinz Classic has to be more adults because somebody, and you know what? Honestly, respect to them. Their pet's name with the high score was Jack Cough.
This is like a name you would give your pet, honestly.
Honestly, like I wouldn't be far off. I'd be like Seymour Butts or something as a kid would be like one of my pet names. But Jack Cough, I was like, that's probably a adult that's totally trolling,
which is crazy.
Or maybe it's a child. Who knows?
Yeah, which is wild because like when I made my account and I got like a animal or whatever, it was gonna let me. I put in so many inappropriate words.
We literally were like, I wonder like what the limit is.
There's no limit. The limit does not exist.
Put in like all the nasty naughty words.
They literally tried like a bunch of swear words. I was just curious.
Yeah, she's like pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, that's a swear word.
All the swears, man. It was crazy. We were just like screaming. We're like, how can you name your pet that? How can you name your pet the type of music that they play in the cantina in Star Wars? If you know, you know.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, good times. Megan, would you like to share some of our favorite
arcade
characters?
Or characters?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because here's the thing. It's not just you and your pets in the Webkinz world.
I like to think that these are the adults in the Webkinz.
Yes, 1,000%. These were like the adult figures. They're pets, or they're not pets, but they're like animals.
Yeah.
But they're like adult animals that like run the
Run the
Webkinz
town.
world in town.
Yeah.
So the first one you meet is Mrs. Birdie or Miss Birdie, and she is a penguin who helps you go through the adoption process of bringing your new pet Webkinz home
Bringing them to life.
and bringing them to life. She guides you through like picking their name and what how to like operate them, and then sends you off. So that's like the first person you interact with, and she's like this little penguin in a little cardigan, and I think they've kind of revamped her.
Yeah, she looks a little different. She got a facelift.
She got a glow up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They,
She took some of that Webkinz coin.
yeah.
That Kinz cash.
Little Ozempic,
When
fresh
talk
hair.
to Dr. Quack.
So let's talk about Dr. Quack, who no longer exists. And I'm going to have
He
to
retired.
assume his name has something to do with him retiring as a doctor. So Dr. Quack was a duck that you could visit, another large bird, and a large bird man. And you could take your pets to him
Birdman.
when he was sick.
Yeah,
when he was sick. Wait.
When your pet, I mean, he
Well,
was a little sick. He was a
okay,
little
Dr.
sick.
Quack was sick. He was quack. But you could bring your sick pets to Dr. Quack and he would help heal them.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was the one making them sick too. Who knows?
There's some conspiracies out there. Where did Dr. Quack go?
R.I.P. I don't know what happened. He's probably like living in the Bahamas or something, like off his shady money. He
100%.
he ditched.
Yeah.
He went to Vacation Island on Webkinz.
100%. Absolutely.
And another adult that we have to mention in the game. I don't know what else to call them.
Shop owners?
Shop
No.
owner. Yeah, well, this
They're
person.
not all shops, though.
No.
Business owners.
Business owners. There you go.
Yes.
Another business owner in the game that we have to mention is Artifact, who was a dog that owned a rare item shop, a curio shop, and had a very iconic welcoming line.
Welcome to the Curio Shop. Hope you find what you're looking for.
And with Artifact, not only could you purchase rare items, which as you became like closer friends with him over
The
time.
more rare items you purchase, the closer you become with him.
Yeah, the more money you spend in his shop, he's like all of a
He's
sudden
like, oh
your
my
best
God,
friend.
you're my best friend. I love you.
You can also leave him tips, I saw.
Yeah, you can leave him tips, but you can only leave him 1 tip a day.
Yeah.
So you can't just try to like give him a bunch of tips and then hopes that he
loves
becomes,
you.
yeah.
Because you gave him so much
And then,
money.
yeah.
But you
they
can
limit
also they limit it.
He goes, I'm not running a charity. That's what he says. You try to give him another tip.
Please. I love Artifact. Artifact.
Artifact.
And my other favorite part though about the shop that he has is he also puts you to work, okay? You can go mining for gems.
Yeah, you can tink, 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 tink.
You get 3 shots to mine. And if you don't find anything, you don't find anything that day. You just get to do, 3 excavations a day every 24 hours. And if you find a rare gemstone, he can buy it from you, or you can choose to keep it and save up those gemstones for the legendary Crown of Wonder. The Crown of Wonder. Where do I begin? Basically, if you get 1 of every type of gemstone, which let me tell you, it takes time. It takes work. It takes hours.
Work.
Once you get that Crown of Wonders, though, you can put that crown on and head on down to the Webkinz Clubhouse and show it off.
Does the clubhouse still exist?
I think it does, but like, who's there,
That's what I thought about like the Toontown rewritten, because like I was like, who'd be here? But it's like actually bumping.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check it out. It's kind of weird because it's like, it is a kid's game, but I'm like, it's our generation.
We're playing it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we're coming back for the nostalgia. We need those warm, fuzzy feelings.
Yeah.
We're checking on our pets.
I wonder if I'm still on your friends list, my original account.
Not anymore.
It did disappear.
I think it did. Which makes me wonder, all the people on my friend list, are they still active?
Wow.
Somebody I'm friends with, I probably didn't realize when I was a kid, their username is Bullcock.
Is it someone you know in real life?
No, most of my Webkinz friends I didn't know in real life. Because you don't actually in the clubhouse, you could chat with people, but I think those friends I just would mostly play games with,
Yeah.
the online games.
Interesting. All right.
wild.
I feel like the last adult character
adult animal, what person in charge, cat
that
in
we
charge,
should talk about
dog in charge.
is Tabby Von Meow. Tabby Von Meow ran the employment office where you could go. Let's say you're short on some Kinz cash, okay? We've all been there. And you need to get a job for the day. You can go to Tabby and select one job that you can do that day. And there's like a job board, and you can click and select which job and cross your fingers and hope that you get it.
I actually just did a babysitting job, and that mini game is pretty fun. You basically like are looking at the needs of the Webkinz, and like if someone's like panting, you give them milk. If they're sleepy, you give them a blanket. If they're sad, you give them a stuffed animal, and like so on. And you're like trying to like keep up with like 5 different animals. But it was pretty fun. I wish you could do more jobs at the employment office. You only get like one again, like every 8 hours or something like that. But those were kind of like the main extracurricular things you could do in Webkinz besides the arcade, and of course like design your home
yeah.
and take
Make
care
it
of your
look beautiful.
Webkinz. It has expanded so much though since we were kids. It's crazy.
Like the home stuff?
Well, that too. I'm just talking about the extracurricular.
Yes, there's so much to do.
There's a vacation island you can go to.
That's wild.
There's
Vacation.
all I ever wanted. There is hello. Sorry, I started singing with you.
Sorry, it's my fault.
No, you're good. You're good. It's just you had
The
a song in
arena?
your heart. There's the arena was around when we were kids.
Yeah.
But there's also Kinsville Academy.
The school.
Send them to school. There's a fairy forest.
Get that education.
Okay, where do we want to start? Do you want to start with the arena next or the clubhouse? Because we have to talk about both briefly.
Let's do the arena into the arcade.
Perfect. Arena, arcade.
Arena,
then
arcade.
clubhouse.
Then we're going to talk about our clubhouse.
Okay, let's talk about the arena. The tournament arena where you could face off with other
Versus.
Webkinz parents online or your friends. And some of our favorite games. Oh, let me tell you.
There's some good ones.
Webkinz Supermodels?
Fire.
Fire.
I was gypped last time though, but whatever.
You pick a model, okay? You don't even get a prompt. You just get a certain amount of items. You put together an outfit based off the items you're given.
Yeah, you pick out the bottoms, the top, and an accessory.
And then you get judged on it by the judges.
Yeah.
And their scores are very confusing sometimes.
And they're all very confusing. But it's so fun.
Yes.
And it was also fun because Megan and I played recently together, and like almost all of our outfits were like
Same.
almost identical.
We had the same taste. But the crazy thing is you'll have like a judge be like, oh my gosh, I love this outfit. It's incredible. So amazing. 12 points. Next one. Ew, I hate cargo pants.
23 points.
Yeah, 23 points, literally. I'm like, this makes no sense.
Please.
These don't line up. So you used to be able to like live type in
To each other.
the tournament arena.
Like
You could
chat
trash
to each
talk.
other.
Yeah.
That's
Not
so
anymore.
funny.
It's not
Yeah.
automated messages. I was like,
Ooh. I miss whenever they
cowards.
used to
Just
give us the freedom to be feral.
you are pee pee poo poo.
You suck
ugly
eggs.
outfit. Bullying online. That's probably
They're
why
like-
they got rid of it.
Yeah, I genuinely don't understand the qualifications of these judges either, because one of them is like the pug pirate.
Yeah, who
And I'm like,
has a game.
literally, who are you? What are your qualifications, sir?
Obviously, they have great fashion choices that
Their
they
jewelry,
make
they
to-
do know how to accessorize.
with a big hat,
And the hats.
hoops.
They do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the slander. You're so right.
slaying on their pirate ship every day.
Yeah.
Those boots. Are you
The
kidding me?
boots? The boots? Now, is the classic pirate garb that we think of, like, was that genuine at any point? Like, did pirates actually?
Okay, we're gonna go on a little side quest here for a second. That's a great question. They have to be pulling from somewhere. So
Just something to consider. Just
Yeah.
we don't have to linger. I'm just curious.
yeah. Like where does
Just-
this
just
come
a fuzzy
from?
thought.
Is this legit?
I'd like to believe it is. Anyways, Megan, what were some of your favorite games?
Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and take it away from the tournament arena and just go straight into the arcade. A classic game that we love to play, and I'm going to say play in quotes, is the Wheel of Wishes. Oh, no, Wishing Well. Sorry.
There was a wheel
There was a Wheel of Wow.
of WoW.
And then the
The
wishing
wishing
well,
well.
which we like both of those. So the Wheel of Wow was like you just get a chance to spin a wheel once a day for
These
a
were
prize.
both once a day things.
And the other was a slot machine.
It was a slot machine.
The wishing well was a slot machine.
They eventually made a wishing well too and got rid of the original wishing well because it legit was a slot machine.
You would just like spin and you would hope to get a match and you're like, let's go!
Let's go! Come on!
3
Big money,
cherries,
big
baby!
money. Gary needs a new pair of shoes.
And then, your parents got concerned when they heard us, being like, come on! I got all this money.
Who cares?
Imagine if it actually cost money to use the wishing well. That would add a whole nother layer.
I'm just saying, like, we turned out pretty good considering all of the ways that the games we were consuming were training us for gambling.
1,000%.
Like Chuck E. Cheese.
We got our gambling out early.
Like, it taught me not to gamble, if anything. So, like, where are kids going to be today?
It's like the parents, those stories are like, oh, you want to smoke? Here. And, like, give them, like, a pack.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh.
Now you got to smoke the whole pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're, like, 11.
That is a healthy parenting style. I'm just kidding.
I'm crying. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
What were some of your other favorites?
We cannot not talk about Cash Cow. Cash Cow was like this game where you basically, I'm trying to remember like
like a Bejeweled-esque.
Kind of. There is like another game style that's like identical. But basically it's like when you get like groupings of the same color, you like click on them, like the bottle caps, and then it'll give you points based on like how many groupings.
Explodes out the top too.
Exactly.
To, like, gauge it. So
this game was so addicting. It was so fun. Our mom would literally like beg us to log into our account so she could play.
Yes.
Like
this is like pre like having like a lot of phones on your game or anything like that.
A lot of phones on your game.
Yeah.
A lot of games on your phone.
Did I just say phones on your game?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was pretty funny.
Oh gosh. Let's move on from that. If you hang out with me on any of my live streams, you're used to me doing that. I probably...
It's the confidence that I appreciate.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like going just for it. Just full send.
Yeah.
Always full send.
You never doubt yourself.
Never.
And that's what we love about you.
I don't listen to myself. I just say things. and then I edit the videos and I go, oh my gosh.
I'm screaming. But yeah, that one was definitely a fave.
Oh, Polar Plunge is another fave where you're this little polar bear that's trying to make it down a hill. The funny thing about playing this game again as an adult is the music is on a loop like every 15, 20 seconds. This game was definitely made for children and they did not expect you to play for that long. But thankfully you can turn the music off on all of these games.
Oh, that's good.
And I did that the other day. I put on Spotify and I was just playing some Cash Cow.
Some Polar Plunge.
And Pizza Parlor. I don't know if that was big when we were kids.
I don't remember that one.
You get to like run like a little pizza shop.
That sounds like so much fun.
Maddie, I was loving it.
I know. We already said you asked me if we can play tonight, and I feel like I just got to make the time.
Okay, because Pizza Parlor is so good. That might be a new fave.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it.
And Cash Cow too.
I did try to play with you the other day though, and
your PC.
My PC. I don't know what's going on, but anyways. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is just because we have to talk about Googles more, is Go-Go Googles. And this is just a game where you're the two Googles, so the pink and the white one, and the white one's on the shoulders of the pink one.
But you can swap them out because one jumps higher than the other.
Yes, and so you're basically there's this giant tree that's sprouting like flowers and has butterflies flying at it, and you're trying to protect this tree because he has allergies.
This tree's allergic to the outdoors.
He's allergic to himself. And so you're like jumping up as a Google, just like hitting all the flowers and the butterflies. And it's just a sight to see.
And that is a game you need to turn the music off because
it will get annoying so fast. That music is.
I can't even.
It's
like the goofiest.
It's so goofy. It's such goofy
crazy
music.
And it loops like forever. Oh my gosh. Like I think the loop restarts like every 10 seconds. It's like a short little wild song that just will drive you mad if you don't turn off the music. So don't even start listening to it.
Just don't even do it.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Are we ready to talk about the infamous Clubhouse?
I'm ready. if you're ready.
So Webkinz Clubhouse was introduced a couple years into our Webkinz journey.
Yes.
And this was like their version of, oh, hey, you like chatting on AIM? Well, what if you did that as your pets? What if you went to the Clubhouse and you could connect with other kids online and just chat?
Which I think it was kind of, I would be curious to see like the time frame of when the Clubhouse came out, because that was kind of like a big part of Club Penguin, is it was very social. Like you could go chat with other people like everywhere.
You're so right. They probably like added that feature to kind of compete with
because that was not a part, like you could play games with people, but you couldn't really like interact very much other than that.
Like I feel like Webkinz maybe had Club Penguin beaten that as far as the amount of different games you could play online with friends.
100%. Yeah.
There was like so many.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good times.
Good times, bad times. I was a little gremlin when I was a kid online, and I like to push boundaries. I'm sorry. That was my way of acting out because I was a good kid in school.
I just think that where they went right and where they went wrong and why they did change this eventually, but like you could just type whatever. Like it wasn't like predetermined phrases like it is now.
Yeah, you could just literally just say whatever. And what you would
Which
do
is
though,
so unhinged.
It's so unhinged.
Like we really did not know enough about the internet to be like concerned.
No.
But like the idea of like today there being a game
where do you
for
live?
Children like under the age of like
15? Yeah. 14?
That you can just talk to whoever.
Really? Yeah. Kind of wild.
Like online gaming obviously is a thing, but like I don't know. That's just
they're just like
another level.
You're talking to a cute little pug.
Yeah, you don't know who you're talking to. There's a 40-year-old man on the other side.
What's also crazy too is like there was like still moderators, okay? So you couldn't come in saying like, you know,
keep it in.
Bleep it all.
What she said. What she said. Mom, I didn't say it this time, okay?
You couldn't come in saying that because the moderator would pick that up pretty quickly.
And you would be kicked out. There
were
moderators.
You could tiptoe. You could spell things funny. You could say things funny. And did I get banned?
Yeah, Megan, let's talk about that. I like to bring this up pretty frequently just because I think it's an interesting part of your lore. But Megan was banned from Webkinz, I think, for about 2 weeks. Or was it 7 days?
Something like that. Maybe even twice.
She was legitimately banned from just the Clubhouse, though, right? Or could you? I feel like you were banned out of your account.
Banned from like the whole thing.
I think she was banned from the whole thing for like 2 weeks.
At least the Clubhouse for sure. Obviously, for sure. Like no Clubhouse
because
privileges.
She would walk around. Can I share? I've shared this before.
I'll share. I'll share it. I would prefer if I did the talking with this.
Wow, you don't trust my perspective?
No, you can add your perspective after, but let me just let me air my own dirty laundry. You feel? From my 12-year-old. So I would be the Google because at that point I was aware he was pretty phallic looking. Okay. And that was already really funny in and of itself. And you could dress your pets in bikinis, which they're very like, when I say bikinis, they're like very modest, really cutesy bikinis. But what you could choose to do is take that bikini and just put on the bottoms. Then you have yourself a Speedo. Okay.
So imagine a Google in a Speedo.
So he's honestly, I'm covering the grossest part of him. So he's walking around in a little Speedo.
And what was he asking people, Megan?
If they wanted to come over to his hot tub.
You could have a hot tub. That was not fake.
And there were hot tubs. If they wanted to, come make out in the hot tub.
Now, Megan, do you remember what exactly got you into Webkinz jail? Was it asking for the makeout, or were you pushing a specific boundary that day? Because you did this for a while before you got caught.
I think it just took one person probably to be like, that's a freak, or some like parent seeing that and being like, that's a 40-year-old man, not an 11-year-old girl who's giggling on the other side of the computer. You know what I mean? Like 1,000%. Like it's just some little 11-year-old pervert who like just read that American Girl Becoming You book for the first time.
I'm scared.
I keep making myself younger. I was 12 at least. I definitely wasn't 13.
You were probably 13.
I was 12. 12, maybe 13. I was in junior high, 6th, 7th grade, not past 8th grade
She
or high school. I
really
can say that
got
much.
she really got sent to Webkinz jail, you guys.
Anyways, did that suffice?
Yeah, you did a good job. I wanted to make sure you were honest about the hot tub
No, yeah.
and
That's
what
for
you were
sure.
wearing, because that was key.
Yeah,
That was
this
key
is
to the situation.
Honestly, they did it to themselves. They let me dress them like that. Sometimes I
Do you
put cowboy
think-
boots on them.
Do you think that we can still just put bikinis on them?
I think I'd pretend to be a stripper sometimes too.
You would. No, you would go in there. She would go in there. This is the part you forgot.
That's what
She
got
would
me
go
banned.
in there and she would start to strip. She would be wearing normal clothes and then strip into her Speedo.
And type bow chicka wow wow. That's objectively funny because you could change your Webkinz in the room. So I would strip him down to a Speedo. He'd come in with a full hat, full shoes,
Stop! You were
cowboy
like,
fit, and be like, "Who wants to see the show? What show?"
literally, she's not making this up. She would say that exactly. You guys don't understand.
I am.
And how did you
Crying.
feel when you got banned? How did that make you feel?
I don't. It's been so long. I'm sure I was bummed, but I was like, "No, yeah, makes sense." You know, I get to hold Google now.
I was trying to hold it like a mic.
Yeah, talking to it. No, no. I don't know what else to say. Like, here's the thing. I know I'm not alone. There was other people on Club
Megan,
Penguin and
I
Webkinz
never
getting banned.
but I never interacted with anyone like that.
Okay, there's
They were
dozens
probably
of us.
they were probably getting banned for saying like the
Worse
swear
stuff.
words.
Yeah. They were getting out faster. They weren't as clever as me. I was much more
Ew,
clever,
that's
creative,
worse. That's creepy.
and low key. I was 11 and 12 years
I
old.
know it's a little creepy.
Okay, you asked me to share the story because it's
I know.
funny, and now you're like, you freak. I know I was. I was a weirdo. No one talked to me about these things, and so then I thought it was funny to do online. At least I wasn't being like, I don't know, extremely crass.
Amazing. No, I'm just messing with you.
I know there's
I'm
other
just
people.
messing. I'm just messing with you.
I
I
told
think
my
it's
truth.
hilarious.
I stand by it.
No, listen, I appreciate your honesty today. I know this was maybe a little difficult to share your truth and
Not
to
at
feel
all.
judged.
I was 12. Well, it wasn't
The
difficult until you judged me after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The judgment part. I understand that was difficult. It's just a part of sharing
I
your
feel
truth.
like I'm the only one sharing these stories, and then
Because I wasn't doing that.
oh, so that was probably towards the end of my Webkinz journey, though. But now
Yeah, she was forced out. I'm just kidding.
I was forced out. But dang, oh
just
man,
teasing.
my house is huge.
Yeah, your house is huge.
I love
I
back
wish I
then, I
could
had
see my
50 rooms.
house.
So I have a media TV room.
Yeah,
have
I
a-
bet my
I have a
house was so
sports
cool
bar.
too.
I have a club.
Yeah, I need to come over. Can I come over to your house still? We
Yeah,
can figure that out the other
I
day.
think your Webkinz can come on over.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
Anyways, I just want to say that it was very entertaining as a kid watching you get banned,
Thank you. Thank you.
and you were creative about it.
Thank you.
And it took you a while. It took a long time before they caught you.
It did. It did.
Which now that I'm saying it like that makes me sound bad.
They're gonna. It took a while. It took a while. Which is a while. It took 2 months while I was 12.
No, I just like you saying it took a while before they caught you because you were out there just like stripping in front of people, inviting them back to your house.
I was inviting other 12-year-olds as a joke. Oh my gosh.
No, I know. You guys, it was all level playing field for sure. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing, Megan. That was great.
What's all that sound?
It's thunder, no?
Oh my gosh, it's so loud.
Her first time hearing thunder.
It sounded like someone rolling like trash cans
No,
out.
it does, but it's happened multiple times now, so that's why I know it's thunder.
Yeah, so it's like, who's throwing around trash cans
Yes.
outside?
Maybe there's kids like racing in trash cans or something.
Who knows? Who knows? All right.
Do you remember one time when it flooded when we lived in Texas? And I have like this memory of us like playing in the floodwater
That's
on our street.
bad. To
Or
do.
like sending her like, I think we like had Barbie dolls that we were like racing down the street because there was water. Remember that? Do you remember this?
no.
Because we had like little like inflatable chairs for our Barbies or something.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember sending them down.
I'm pretty sure we
creek.
did. It like
know what?
flooded on our street.
I believe you 1,000%. I
That's
just
wild. I just had that
I can't-
memory.
That's a fun memory. Okay, I have a little quiz for you. And I'm going to give you a name of one of my Webkinz.
Okay.
Okay? And you are going to, it's going to be multiple choice. Tell me what type of animal it was. And then I also have some, the reverse. I'm going to give you the name. Sorry. The type of pet. And then you'll tell me the name.
All right, I'm ready.
Full disclosure, this is the episode we originally recorded that got corrupted. So Maddie did do a quiz. So that's why I kind of mixed up the questions.
But we're mixing it up, you guys. So I can, although I will say, I got, how many questions were there? 10?
12, maybe 11.
10 to 12. I got all but 2 of them correct.
Yeah, you were killing it.
And the 2 that I got wrong, I doubted myself.
Yeah.
I said the correct answer first.
And I'm sitting
then
here
I was like, no, I want to change it. And then, so I'm mad at myself.
Let's see how you do.
Let's see how I do this time.
See what you remember. And I added some new ones.
Yeah.
All right. I had a pet named Fergie. What was Fergie? Was Fergie A, bunny, B, spotted frog, C, blonde Labrador?
Okay.
Fergie.
I believe Fergie. You kind of threw me off with the spotted frog, but I think Fergie was the frog because of the alliteration.
Fergie was a spotted frog. Fergie the frog.
Spotted almost threw me off though. The specifications.
There was a lot of frogs in Webkinz.
Yes.
So. Next up, Fajita. That was the name that I gave one of my pets. Again, I was 12.
Fajita is what were your favorite food though?
It was. Fajita was the name of A, my cheeky brown monkey.
Okay.
B, my chihuahua. C, a cocoa lab.
Not the chihuahua. I believe. What was it? What was it? C?
C was a cocoa lab.
Let's go with A.
This was Fajita. Hey, cheeky brown monkey. I put chihuahua to throw you for a loop.
What?
I put chihuahua to throw you for a loop.
Yeah, that was confusing.
Imagine.
That's confusing.
Crazy. Guys, just full disclosure, we are Mexican, so
it's okay if we're...
Yeah, the game, though, we didn't even talk about. There's this game that is extremely problematic, okay? I didn't think it was that bad, and I went back and played it, and it's that bad.
I told you. I thought it was problematic. And it's still on there.
Candy Bash we need to bash that one. Or at least get rid of the lines he does.
Oh, no, I'm scared. I need to go play it.
All right, Jason. Again, I don't know these names. Jason was the name of A, my golden retriever, B, basset hound, or C, cocker spaniel. Not to rush you, but we are on a time crunch. It is B, my basset hound.
Okay,
Jason.
Woo!
All right.
Golden retriever could have been Jason.
Let's mix things up a little bit.
All right, let's go.
Let's do one of these. What was the name of my crocodile? Was it A, Kyle, B, Green Bean, or C, Lowrider?
What was B?
Green Bean.
It's giving... I don't know why you named me Green Bean. You didn't even eat green beans until like...
I like green beans as a kid. That was like the one
really?
green I would eat. Oh, yeah.
Green bean casserole, though.
Or like the green beans from like Cracker Barrel. I love those.
Now you're convincing me it's green bean.
Crocodile.
I feel like Kyle Crocodile makes sense.
Is that your final answer?
It's going to be green bean.
It is actually C, Lowrider, because he's low to the ground.
Where did you come up with this stuff?
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh, that's actually really funny.
Okay. Ricky Bobby.
Top 10 names.
Top 10 names. Maybe this is in there too. Ricky Bobby was the name of my A, Black Lab, B, Billy Goat, or C, Beagle.
Billy Goat.
Ricky Bobby, Black Lab, Billy Goat, or Beagle.
Black Lab. A.
You are correct. You're doing great. Wait, I think you've only missed one so far.
I'm sweating.
Miss Priss was the name of A, my white terrier, B, Persian cat, or C, Yorkie. Miss Priss.
What's A?
White terrier, Persian cat, or Yorkie.
I'm going to go with Yorkie because of Sissy. And Miss Priss feels like Sissy.
You are correct. It is C. Yorkie. All right. What was the name of my gray and white cat? Was it A, Mittens, B, Fish Stick, or C, Muffin?
Fish stick B.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You nailed that one. You were so confident about that one. That was a new one,
I wasn't
too.
breathing when I answered it, but...
All right, I got 2 more for you.
All right.
What was the name of my black cat? Was it A, Midnight, B, Candy Corn, or C, Pumpkinhead?
To be honest, Megan, this one made me angry, and this is a repeat question. So I remembered this one. This one is Pumpkinhead.
It is Pumpkinhead. You picked Candy Corn, which
I
is
picked
way
Candy Corn.
cuter.
I picked Candy Corn. I have to be honest with you guys. This one was a repeat one. She thought I wouldn't remember, but that one scarred me.
Pumpkinhead is hard to forget. I'll give you that.
Pumpkinhead was hard for me because I knew it in my gut. I was like, it's Pumpkinhead. And then I was like, but what if it's Candy Corn?
What if?
And I chose Candy Corn ultimately. So you know what? We'll count that point against me.
From the previous quiz.
Yeah.
All right, and final one.
Let's go.
Flip Flop was the name of A, Google, B, Pug, C, White Rabbit.
What was your Google's name? Well,
Ducky.
okay, so it's not the Google. What were the other 2 options?
Pug or White Rabbit.
I'm going to go Pug.
Flip Flop was the name of my pug, and I did have a white rabbit, and his name was Fluffball.
Creative.
You know what? Some of them were
Some
more
of them were
creative than
great.
the other.
Some of them weren't.
Some of them were Pumpkinhead, okay?
Never forget Pumpkinhead, you
Well,
guys.
I do have to ask, out of these names that you heard today, what was your favorite and your least favorite?
I like Fish Sticks was funny.
Thank you. That's actually, no, I thought I had Fish Sticks here with me. I don't. It was the gray and white cat, not the black and white.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
the-
Lowrider's funny.
And least favorite. What's your least favorite?
Pumpkinhead.
You know what's kind of funny, though? Is that black cat actually kind of has a big head.
Is that why you named it Pumpkinhead?
Maybe, well, no, it's like Halloween, you know?
Halloween.
Halloween, and I was like black cat, and then I was like, pumpkin head. I don't know. I was
All right.
11.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Again, I can just at least
No,
default to
yeah,
I
yeah.
was 11.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
There's no judgment.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
names were probably so trash, and we just can't make fun of them because
I wish that would have been so fun to make.
mine
would
would have been worse. Mine would have been worse for
My favorite ones
names.
are the ones that are misspelled. Like I misspelled like lavender.
Love that. I love that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us for today's episode. Webkinz were near and dear to our hearts, so we loved getting to chat all about them today. If you played Webkinz, let us know your favorite memories or your most unhinged pet name.
And you can join us over on the Patreon as well. We release bonus episodes there every first Monday of the month. And again, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, rate, comment, leave a review, all that.
And follow us on Instagram at The Fuzzy Pod.
Yes, all that good stuff. We will see y'all next Fuzzy Friday. Thanks again for being here, y'all. Bye.
Have you or a loved one been hit in the shin by a razor scooter? Has your ability to breathe been hindered by toxic fumes pumped through Abercrombie and Hollister? Do you suffer from anxiety, depression, or an overwhelming feeling of inadequacy? Then you were probably born in the 90s and may be entitled to financial compensation. You deserve it. Visit our website down below and subscribe to the Patreon.